Hello, we're back to lesson 3 of mathematics for Form 1, and we are going to look at a few interesting things. So, the strand, the strand is numbers for everyday life, the substrand is real number and numeration systems. We're going to look at 4 levels of difficulty, what we call DOK 1 all the way to 4. So we are going to start with level 1. So we're going to start with level 1 for the lesson. So in level 1, we have an interesting question to pitch ourselves. And this is what it says. So study the 3-set Venn diagram. Label the 8 regions and identify what each region represents. Identify what each region represents. So here we go. Mathematics. So straight away, we have a universal set. So this universal set, I'm going to recognize as n into bracket u. This is our universal set. And I'll put it here. That's our universal set. And we will have 3 unique circles inside our universal set. So we will have those who belong to set A, then we have those who belong to set B. Then we will have those who belong to set C. These are the 3 sets. Now, interestingly, we are going to pick up from those who belong to only A. Only A. The number of regions, we're going to see how many regions there are. So for only A, this is only A, then that will be region 1. Now we have only B. Let's let that be region 2. Now we have only C, those who like only C, let's call that region 3. So this obviously is region A intersection B, but there are 2 regions. But this side will be only A intersection B. This side here. So then let's make that region 4. Let's make that region. Let's drop this. Let's make this region 4. Now this is only a B intersection C. B intersection C only. That'll be this region. That'll be region 5. Now let's go and see only A intersection C for this region without the other. That would be region 6. Now finally we have A intersection B intersection C. That would make region 7. Then we have the outside regions here. That will be region 8. Region 8. So there are 8 unique, in fact, the whole set forms a universal set. I would say the whole universal set can be classified as region 9. But that's another discussion for another day. For now, the number of subsets inside there is 8. Okay? And the number, and you can see it is only A, only B, only C. And then we have A intersection B only, B intersection C only, and A intersection C only. And then we have all the three intersections making a C. So these are the regions in question. These are the regions in question. So this is level one. This level one question. Uh-huh. So let's see. So only A, and then we have only B, only C. Yes. So for B intersection C without any only represented, so this would be B intersection C. This also be B, this B intersection C, this A intersection B, and this is A intersection C. But when you want the only A intersection B, that would be 4. But just A intersection B will be 4 plus 7, because there are some members who also are part of C who are part of A intersection B. But there are some members who are not part of C who are part of A intersection B. So it's a tricky thing that you have to watch to be able to understand. So that's DOK level 1 down. Now let's go on to DOK level 2. So let's put DOK level 1 down here. So now let's come down to level 2. So now in level 2, what are we required to do? So in level 2 is a quick question. So obviously, before I go to level 2, the outside set will be A A union B union C, but the outside of it. So this represents a complement, which means that you go outside what you have mentioned. So what I've mentioned is A union B union C, and we are going outside of A union B union C, and that represents the region 8. Let's take note of that. So DOK level 2, there's a question. Yes, so let's say we have a survey of 60. That's the question here. So we're going to superimpose. So the survey here, the universal set, is made up of what? 60. That's what this question about level 2 is about. We now have specific number, 60. And then what else? We have 35 students like football. So we will represent here by F, football, A will be football, and the number that like it at 35. So we'll place it outside. So 35 encompasses all the 4 regions in A. Then we have 25 students like basketball. Yes, so B, fortunately we have a B here, and we have 25 students who like basketball. So 25, I'll just put B here. So remember 60, 25 for 35 for football, 25 for basketball. 15 like football and volleyball. 15 like football and volleyball. 15 like football and volleyball. Yeah, so where is football and volleyball? So let's make this volleyball V. Yes. Yeah, so we have 35 who like football. Okay, 25 like basketball. Now, how many like volleyball? We are told that 30 like volleyball. Yes. So 30 like volleyball, 25 like basketball, 30 like football. And the universal set is 60. Yes. So the next thing on the in the question is that 10 like volleyball and basketball. 10 like volleyball and basketball. 10 like volleyball and basketball. So the 10 Yes. 10. Remember, these ones are regions. Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4, Region 5, Region 6, Region 7, and Region 8. So, like we've just found out that 15 like football and volleyball. Yes, 35 students like football, 30 students like volleyball, like we have here, 25 students like basketball, 15 like football and volleyball. So, football and volleyball. Yes. 15 like football and volleyball. So, I write 15 here. So, football and volleyball. That would be for the two regions. The two regions like football and volleyball. Some of them may like basketball too, but we are certain that 15 ultimately like football and volleyball. 12 like football and basketball. Now notice football and basketball, 12 of them. So 12 of them like football and basketball. 12 like football and basketball. But like we said, it covers the two regions. Some of the football, some of those who like football also like volleyball. But as long as you like football and basketball, it doesn't matter whether you like volleyball, you are part of this number. So there are two regions here, two regions here. And then finally, 10 like volleyball and basketball. So 10 like volleyball and basketball. So now the final is that 5 like all three. 5 like all three. 5 like all three. So if you look at those who like football and basketball, they cover two regions. They cover region 4 and region 7. They like football and basketball. But we know that for region 7, all these three numbers have 5 people who like all the three subjects. So this is an interesting thing. What it means is that I have to take 5 away. We can find those who like football and basketball by subtracting 5 from the 12. We can find those who like football and volleyball by subtracting that from. So in other words here, who like only, and then we have also 10 here who like football and volleyball only, plus our unknown number, those who like only football, we are going to represent it by X. We're going to represent it by X. So we have an equation now on hand. Remember, because those who like football and volleyball 15, we take away 5 from the 15 so that we get 5 from the 15 so that we get what? 10. Who like only football and volleyball. And we take 5 away from the 12 to get only those who like football and basketball. And we take 5 away from the 10, we get 5. And we get only those who like volleyball and basketball. So by doing this, we have set ourselves up to answer important questions. So we can write an equation to find only those who like football, which is 35 is equal to x plus 10 plus 5 plus 7. And we make x the subject. That helps us to be able to find those who like only football. Yes. So the next thing on the bill that we can do here is go on to the next level of difficulty. So the next level of difficulty is a level 3 level of difficulty. This is a level 3 level of difficulty. So in level 3 level of difficulty, you can listen to this question and see how you go about it. So in level 3 level of difficulty, it says a coastal community conducted a survey. So see what you would change to make it work. The survey was 100 fishermen. The results showed that 60 fishermen use nets. 60 fishermen use nets. 50 fishermen use lines. 50 use lines. 40 fishermen use traps. 40 fishermen use traps. 30 use nets and lines. 30 use nets and lines. 25 use nets and traps. 25 use nets and traps. 20 use lines and traps. 20 use lines and traps. And 10 use all three methods. 10 use all three methods. So see whether you can figure this level 3 question out. So your work is to draw a Venn diagram to represent this information. Which fishing method is used alone without the two methods, of course. Now justify your answer with calculations. Yes. And that is level 3 level of difficulty. So let's plunge into the next level of difficulty with a question. So after trying your hands on level 3, let's go on to level 4 level of difficulty. So for level 4 level of difficulty, this is the question. So take your pens and note. So it's a project. Level 4 is a project work. Project in a community, and there's a community survey and a Venn diagram analysis. So conduct a mini survey in your school or community over the next week and choose one of the following topics. It can be sports participation, subject preferences, coastal activities, or food preferences. So all you need is 3 different sports. So it can be football, volleyball, and basketball, like we have just seen, or any other sports, or coastal activities like fishing, trading, boat maintenance, something like that, or food preferences like banku, jollof rice, and gari and beans, something like that. So your project should include at least 30 people. So record data systematically. That is a tally sheet or table. Now create a 3 set Venn diagram showing the results to calculate and present the findings. So this is what you look out for. How many people like only one option? How many like exactly 2 options? How many like all 3 options? How many like none of the options? Right? So write a brief analysis, one or two paragraph explaining what patterns you notice in the data and why these patterns might exist in your community and how this information could be useful also. So present your findings in one of the following ways. Maybe write a written report, like 2 or 3 pages, or a poster with Venn diagram and analysis, and a short presentation, and also a digital presentation, which is like a PowerPoint or something like that. So this is a level 4 question that I have for you. And let's see what your response is in class. Show me your work and let's have fun. Remember that BHM puzzles learn to think like an AI. You can think like an AI and do much more. So join me in the next lesson.